Hello. I have 2 boxes to open. I'll be right back.
Hey, so I'm at the gym. Hopefully this looks pretty good. For now, I'm having fun. I'm a little tired today, as I said earlier. One thing, as I'm listening to this, the David Goggins book, Can't Hurt Me, is that I'm realizing I haven't really been taking as much accountability for myself as I could, especially when I think back to the military and how I blamed a lot of things and people and outside forces for me not succeeding, and that was a major reason, me not making rank or being promoted, I guess, in the military. And I kept blaming other people and blaming other scenarios, and I think overall I was a negative person, to be honest, and I was a person that I didn't like to be. There were 2 points in my life in the military that kind of woke me up. One of them was this guy, all right, I'll record this later, but I'm going to the gym, I'm ready to work out, and ready to push my body. I'll see you afterwards. I ran a couple miles, did my workout. Now I'm gonna do 30 minutes on the bike. I wanna quit, but I won't. So I got less than 5 minutes. I don't want to quit a bunch, but I'm gonna keep pushing myself. Oh, because that's what you have to do. So I made my 30 minutes and I pushed at the end. Last minute is basically a sprint, but oh my God. At 10 minutes I wanted to quit, 15 minutes I wanted to quit, 20 minutes I wanted to quit. But after that, I was like, well, it's only 10 minutes to go, so get it. Yo, so I just got home, and what I was talking about earlier, which I'm gonna edit out because I literally just had a brain fart. I had 2 very strong experiences in the Navy. Well, I was insanely humbled continuously because just like anybody else, I hate to fail. So when I went into boot camp, I failed a test, and then I passed that, went into A school, which is your alpha, your primary school where you actually learn your job, and I failed 2 tests. I almost got rolled back twice from my class. I was there for 9 months. And then when I went into the fleet, I figured out that the Navy, basically the only way to get promoted is through tests. And I've never been a good test taker, but what I figured out about myself is that it was just an excuse. I just never studied hard enough, or basically never studied hard enough, and I never took accountability. And I have a positive attitude now for the most part, I believe. But when I was in the Navy, I started getting in my head, I started getting depressed, I started getting very, very negative, and I was taking it out on my fellow sailors. I was yelling a lot, and I was just a micromanager, and a few people to this day hate me. So, but I went to go get my air warfare pin, which I'll put a picture right here. And it's something that used to be optional, now it's required. And just like anything in the military, especially in the Navy, you take a written test. What do? You take an oral test? Yeah, you take an oral test. You have all these things, that's what it was. You have all these different things signed off for parts of it, and then you go for a test, a verbal test with 5 or 6 other people. They try to do the most up to, I think, 6 or 8. And you sit there and they rattle off questions. They ask you a question, and there's this little book, and you have to say it verbatim, word for word. You have to answer it word for word. And we were going in I kept thinking that I studied enough and I was good, and we're going into Australia. It was a 55-day voyage down, so 55 days without a day off, working like 13, 14-hour days. And I was like, yes, I'm ready. I'll get this air warfare out of the way, so when we go to the 5 days of port call in Australia, I will literally not have anything to worry about.
and I failed it. In my head, I got so angry, and I said, I don't understand. I basically blamed the other people, the E6s and the officers, the higher ups, for failing me. I said, I don't understand. I said the right answers. And this one guy, David Lowry, he straight up said, he was honest with me, and he said, no, you didn't. You answered a lot of those questions wrong. You got almost none of them right. I said, no, I got them right. And he said, no, you didn't. And I got so angry at him, actually. I stopped talking. And in reality, I was mad at myself. And it was because I realized that he was probably right. And I was just feeling emotions, and I was embarrassed and frustrated and just shook. The second time, but I got super angry, kept my head down. I put it out of my mind, and I went on the 5 days. I took vacation, so I didn't have to stand any watches. And on the way back, I literally talked to nobody. I just kept reading and reading and reading and reading and reading until I could say that whole book without looking at it. And then I passed it easy, right? So, and as the questions were going for everybody else, I knew all the answers. So that showed me that I never really applied myself enough. And me saying I'm bad at taking tests was an excuse. The second thing that happened was that, actually, I'll save that for later.
Hello. I have 2 boxes to open. I'll be right back. Hey, hopefully I'm in frame. Which I think I am. I kind of see my reflection. So I ordered 2 things. I have my phone on a tripod. And I came ready with this. And I ordered another tripod, actually. It is called... I didn't do an unboxing for the phone because the guy opened it up, and I don't really care. So I ordered a thing called a switch pod, right? Yeah, switch pod. And I got the ball head. What it does is I hook it up to the top, and I can articulate everything back and forth. But the real sweet spot is this, the switch pod. So how this works, there's a picture. But how this works, I'll probably edit this down, maybe. I don't know if people want to see me cutting this open. Hear that? Ah. So how this works, oh my God, I can't open. How do you open the box? Oh my God, this box is gonna beat me down. Gee. Okay, so anyways, this is it. Looks funny, right? So all it is a tripod, right? But what do? Look at that bad boy. And then when you need it, too, you do this. And this is what I will use, see, to vlog. Of course, it's made in China. So now, I'll put this to the side, and I will open this guy up. Or this thing, this person, this, you hear that? The ASMR. Look at that. So, with this little head, I can hook this up. Look at that. And then I can articulate this ball, see, however I want. Ooh, it's a tightener. It's got a main little mount, see? I'm not gonna do that, I wanna clip my fingers. But the phone will sit here, and look at that. So I'm going to actually switch it over for this. All right, it's swapped. And hopefully I'm in frame. I think I am. I was trying to scoot it off so you don't see the bathroom. But this is what I've been using. So unfortunately, so it's like this. That head can basically do this. But because this is so short, I have to like really yank it out there. With this little tripod thing, the little switch pod, I don't have to be as close. Just a thing. And this is the second thing. So, I got this today. Oh, don't kill me. And it's just some, what do you think it is? It's actually just some protein. I've been looking at some recipes online, and they've been talking, and then I should pop it. They've been, some of them say you can cook with casein, and it will be better. I guess whey doesn't do very well. So I got this native fuel for sustained muscle recovery. I don't know, it's just to add protein. It doesn't have that many carbs, doesn't have that much fat, and has a lot of protein, so it's pretty good. And I ordered some other one, Myoprotein, and it has sucralose in it. And apparently my body really doesn't like it, and hopefully I like this. Like when I have certain proteins and certain additives and ingredients, I feel like I'm made out of plastic. I don't know, it's really weird, right? But this hopefully is good. It's a more natural one, I guess. And I don't know, we'll see. But now I'm gonna go for my after meal walk, then my 10-minute walk, and then we'll probably go into a 2 or 3 mile run. All right. Hey, so I just finished, well, not finished, I'm just kind of cooling down. On my watches it is 1.59 miles. So maybe it'll be 1.6, but when I look on the treadmill, it'll say like 4 or something. I think because this thing tracks my location through GPS, and when I'm standing stationary on a treadmill, it doesn't know what to do, so it doesn't credit it. But it makes it easier to run longer and longer miles, because I know if I hit, I think 3 miles, I've ran like 6.5. Or if I've hit 2, I think it's 5. I'm really close. But yeah, I'm gonna cool off, I'll take a shower, and then I might nap. Yo, hey, you can see the ring light and the reflection, but I am all done with my runs and stuff. It's raining. But I'm done with my running today. I ran, I think, almost 4 miles at home after my workout meal. I did the bike for 30 minutes, and I ran for about, I think, 30 minutes before my workout. So I'm really trying to ramp it up, and my body feels good. I took time to stretch today, which is something that I need to do, and foam roll my joints and stuff, my calves and all those things. Whenever I start running, my calves start kind of tightening up and my knees start kind of hurting, but once I get the blood flowing, then it's fine. I'm all salty. I could feel it. I'm gonna take a shower, and then I might try to take a nap. But I think at 5, I'm gonna have some of that protein that I showed, the Ascend protein, and see how my stomach does. And I will also, I guess, start editing this video maybe? I don't know. It's my Monday, so we'll see what happens. So far, so good. I feel great. I like pushing myself physically. And now, like I was saying earlier, I need to push myself mentally. And I was really grinding and hitting it hard and reading books, watching videos on SEO and how to grow my channel, how to do all this stuff. And it's kind of, I've slithered back or slipped back into my laziness. So I think what I'm going to do is really push myself. And I'm so close to buying that Sony camera. But in the end, I can do just fine with this phone, right? And I want to see how far I can push my channel before I need anything like that. I'm at 58 subscribers, which I feel super lucky to even have. Like earlier last year, when I really started pushing, I think I had like 6 or 11 or something. And so to grow 5 times is crazy to me. It's crazy. So thank you, and I'll be back.
Hey, so I remembered one of the reasons why I didn't tell the second story, I'm at work, earlier, was because I straight up forgot Smith's first name. It's Xavier. I had to look it up. I'll put pictures next to my head when I'm talking about these people, but a sailor named Smith, Xavier Smith. We were talking one day, and I was telling him how, you know, I was annoyed that I didn't get promoted, and that's why I didn't stay in, and I don't understand why people were going around me. I was working really hard and all this stuff. And he said something that actually really, really bothered me, and it still follows me to this day. He said, he said, we were talking about something, and I must have said something about being positive or something, and he said, no, you weren't. You've always been really negative, actually. I mean, you're funny and everything, but you're really negative. I said, no, I wasn't. He said, yeah, you're always complaining, just complaining all the time. And I was like, no, I wasn't. And then I sat there thinking about it, and I was like, God, was I complaining? Like, I'm a grown man. Like, I was 33 when I went in, and I was, 37, almost 38 when I got out. Like, that's embarrassing to me, and it was frustrating to me that I let it get to me and that I didn't take ownership. And in fact, when I got out, I was so frustrated, not with that, but with myself. And when I got out, I looked at coming back as an officer, because officer, it's just really time in from 01 to 03. But I see now that I wasn't in the right headspace. I wasn't ready to take responsibility. And even now, I always think about going back in, but it's really just to prove to myself that I can do it. But in the end, I can do whatever I was going to do in there out here. And I don't want to upset my life and, leave my girlfriend for long bouts of time and all that stuff and deployments just so I could prove a point to myself. I'd rather be successful outside of the military. And yeah, here I am. All right, I'll talk to you when I am done with my day. Hey, so I was kind of looking at the video, and it seems like this phone is better at low light, which is one of my main concerns. Another reason why I wanted to get a better, like a whole camera. So this phone should carry me for a lot longer, maybe hopefully to 1,000 subs. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my my personal introspection and my exercising, which I'm sure I'll lace through these videos. I think that people like to see other people suffer and exercise and go through personal and physical journeys. And that's, I guess, what I'll start doing, showing more of as I'm pushing my body further and further again. And this time I'm going to try and feel it out. And if I feel like my body is breaking, I'm going to back off a little. Whereas before, I would just push myself. So overall, today was pretty good. Had a nice nap, and I am ready to go on a trip with my girlfriend to Hawaii. I planned out some stuff, which is one of the first times I've ever done it for us or for myself. Usually I'm not a planner, I just kind of wing it. But this will give me a chance to better plan for the vlogs that I'm going to shoot for it. So hopefully I can either tell a story or educate or do something to keep it entertaining and motivating for people to see. All right, I will see you tomorrow.